Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, April the 26th, 2024. In this video, I want to update you on a very slight but very effective change that our lead coach, Darko Ali, has made to his pre-market analysis videos that he provides, PMA videos we call them. What he's done is he's introduced a new way of delivering his content and how he frames the price action in his PMA videos. And I know that might sound a little bit like, what the heck you're talking about. But it'll all be explained in this video, which is his actual PMA video from earlier this past week, and has made his PMA videos better than ever before. It really has. There's nothing new, of course, or anything in terms of how the trade's set up. It's the same old stuff he's been doing for like 8 years now. But a new approach to teaching it in order to make things as clear as possible for our members and as easy to learn as possible. And don't take my word for it. Look at I posted some comments that the members made in our chat room, and those comments are in the text below this video or in the email that you received. Okay, the video is actually part one only of his PMA. It was done in 2 parts, and it's where he shows the change in delivery. Part 2 is just more of the same, and so you'll get the idea for sure. Alrighty, so take a look at what he's done. I know you'll like it. Let us know, of course, by hitting the like button. We really appreciate that. So here we go.
Hi everyone, Darko here for your weekly PMA for Monday the 22nd of April 2024. Hope you have a great weekend. Full session as always. I need to get started, and let me tell you this. I have never ever spent so much time preparing and scripting a PMA like this one. Okay, just by doing these lines, okay, on 27 pairs, and you do that on the 4 hour, and you need to go and change the settings so they don't show up on the daily chart or any other time frames. Same goes for the daily lines, so they don't go and show up on any other time frames beside the daily, and watch the last day of the month and the first day of the month, the last day of the month, etc., on 27 pairs. That's very time consuming, but there is also a very valuable lesson in this that might be like the biggest breakthrough for my service ever. Okay, because I will show you now. I will give you a full review, and this PMA will definitely be in 2 parts. Okay, I will do part 2 tomorrow on Sunday. Today, as I'm recording this, is Saturday, so basically my entire weekend will be dedicated to these 2 PMAs, and also answering questions in my second part of the PMA. And obviously I spent the entire last weekend doing this new edition of my service to make this even better. So yeah, I have never enjoyed doing this as much as I'm doing right now, because I see the value in it, and we are facing some challenging times when it comes to things happening around the world. We are not the PMA trades are not down for the month. Yes, we might not be up like 5-10%, sure, I agree. But we are not down. Just go back and listen to every single PMA for the month of April. You will see that we are not down. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Let's get started. I just see that I don't have the lines for the yearly. Just give me 1 sec to make this minor adjustment. 1 sec. Yeah. So let's get started. So obviously the previous monthly candle were bearish for Aussie CAD, and this one is even more bearish. Okay, so we need to see and watch like how this monthly candle is closing. And by the way, next Tuesday is the last day of the month, so basically on Wednesday, Thursday next week it will be a monthly top down and not covering the questions. And like I said, I will do additional PMAs when needed. So you will see lots of boxes, like you might think that this is a pending order. It's not a pending order unless I say pending order. I want you to start rethink. What I mean by that is you need to see, like, within this monthly candle, how does this monthly candle looks on a daily chart 2 time frames below. Super important. You will see that this low is lower than this low, and this high is higher than this high. So we have a bearish swing break as I'm speaking. Okay, So if this happens to close bearish, we will have a potential shorting opportunity. So that's what what you need to take away from this PMAs, or this PMA and PMAs moving forward, is I want you to start visualize in your head how a certain candle on your higher time frame is like fractal down on 2 time frames below. I want you to start thinking the way I tell you in this PMAs. Okay, super important. There is a very high valuable lesson, and trust me, you will thank me later for doing this. So this is nothing but bearish, and we need to pay way more attention on a the monthly candles that we have been doing lately. Okay, and that's obviously on my end, so I need to remind you of that. I'm doing that for my own in the background, but I need to tell you that as well, and stress that good enough so you understand the value of it. Okay, so my bias is nothing but bearish right now, and I will be covering like all the aspects. Like if you are a day trader, swing trader, position trader, I will tell you exactly what mindset you need to have, so you don't take any over trading or going against the things that I'm telling you. So doing that, I'm protecting you from having unnecessary losing trades. Okay, so that's bearish. Nothing bullish about this pair right now. And I also, let's go down 1 time frame, like this weekly candle. I want you to start understand, like I want to know how a candle like this is fractal down on my 2 time frames below, which is the 4 hour. So from weekly to 4 hours is 2 time frames. Now you see that within this weekly candle, this is how the market looked on a 4 hour time frame. So this move in here on a 4 hour is this ended up in this weekly bearish candle. Do you see how this is bearish, and also the 4 hour is bearish? And there will be lots of examples where things are the opposite. Like you need to start visualizing, like, okay, we opened in here, this was the high, and then we closed super bearish. We went down, but we went up again. This is this wick, and this is the closing. And you might say, but Darko, how will that help me in trading? You will see that and understand that, and you will probably fall off your chair and get super like excited, like, geez, this is magic. Okay, go to the Aussie Swissy. So Aussie Swissy, there is nothing bullish about this pair right now. The yearly is down, monthly has been ranging, but we are slightly breaking that range and correcting into a level of resistance. So this current monthly, the month of April, it's not closed and fixed yet. Fixed means closed, but then we need to see like how does this spinning topish candle action looks on the daily chart, 2 time frames below. Well, we see that this high, this was a continuation, and now we are like breaching this APB. It's not a clean APB, but it's more like nonetheless a retracement, a correction, and then continuation. And we broke that, and there was some ugly news around the world, and that basically destroyed the market and everything. So yeah, so that's how it will be looking like. Like I said, these are not pending orders. Okay. And on a weekly chart, you see this weekly candle. Like, how does this weekly candle looks like on a 4 hour time frame? This is like, if I draw a fib, this looks more like it's definitely a bullish ACAT. It's not an ACAT because it's not, the criteria for ACAT is not filled, but this is categorized as a bullish candle based how we measure bullish candles. Do you see anything bullish on the 4 hour? Now this is the magic starts. Okay, so this is technically a bullish candle action in a bearish environment, but the 4 hour time frame doesn't, I don't see anything bullish about this one. So that's the one of the valuable lessons. So the bias is bearish for now. There is nothing there just yet. AJ, so this is not a trend line. Okay, I'm marking this, and this line is not the same as this one in here. This goes back like down to October 20. This is going down just to 23. So these lines are not like copied. It's just like this is the monthly, and like I said, these are not trend lines. This is only showing you that we have buying pressure. Obviously you don't need this line to see that, but we have lots of new members and people are like struggling. I just want to show you the how you break down the yearly down to the monthly, and from weekly, daily, 4 hour, and I also see that I don't have the yearly lines. I just went through these like just before the session, spent like 2 hours just to adjust these lines, and now I'm not sure why. There has been some IT issues with TradingView as well, so it's just very annoying. I got almost panicked typing in the chat room, because every hour, awakening hour in my life is scheduled. So if I miss something, then I need to reorganize the entire day, and I don't have time for it. So I need, every hour is planned, so I don't waste any minutes of my life doing just nothing. So yeah, just give me just give me 1 more second again to adjust these lines again. Sorry about that. Yeah, so buying pressure, but we are on in a sell zone on a yearly chart. Okay, the sell zone itself doesn't, like, it's not the end of the world, but we need to have that in the back of our head, that we are at it will be a different story if we just started a move fresh from a yearly buy zone and heading up into these necklines. But right now we are more at a selling zone, or rather than at a buying zone. Okay, but we also hit something legit, a double swing necklines on a monthly chart, and things are gassing out. When I say gassing out, it's just like the momentum of buying is drying out. It's become like we are more in a selling mode than buying mode. Okay, so buying pressure, but we are at some heavy level of resistance, and you need to see, like, within this current monthly candle, how does that look like on a daily chart. Well, this high is higher than this high. This was the APB. We breached the APB, but we did not close below it. This is bearish, but then we have some strong move, like the buyers are fighting with the bears, and the bears are like pushing down price, taking out like structure damage and all the good stuff, and now the bulls are in control slightly. This is a huge strong candle, so it's just like a fighting and a UFC fighting going on in the market right now. Okay, so just to make a joke, this is more like Conor McGregor fighting Khabib. It's just like nobody knows who's winning, and they are like choking each other and fist fighting. And that's exactly what's going on in the market. Obviously, if you don't know by now, I'm a huge UFC fan, so I always like refer things to UFC, the fighting things. So yeah, so this is exactly what is happening. The bulls are fighting the bears, and they all see these yearly levels. It's just like the buying pressure. We are gassing out, and you also see this. I wouldn't even bullish, neutral, weekly, an ugly one. This is how it's looked like on your 4 hour. Well, even if this looks like more bullish than neutral, well, there is nothing bullish in that move on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, it will be a different story if we did some structure damage and such, and then obviously the weekly will look a slightly more bullish than neutral. So even if this is like, if you are struggling, hey, this is a bullish candle, let's go on, there's nothing bullish about it on a 4 hour. Okay, yes, this could still be heading up, but then we need to, like, do you see, like, as I'm speaking, we have like 4 consecutive monthly bearish candles. All these 4, as I'm speaking, this could be changing because it's not fixed yet. All these 4 looks more bearish than bullish. Okay, but there is nothing bearish about these on a daily chart. Prices, like, the bulls are in control at least until here. Okay, the bulls are in control because we are making higher closes, and no APB has been breached until this one in here. So let's see how this monthly candle closes, and trust me, we will go to business, we will go to work. There will be lots of good opportunities by doing this minor or major adjustment, by interpreting, fractioning down price, so we have like a bigger picture. So when things are going ugly around the world and things are like getting very, very challenging, it's my job as a lead coach to make your trading life much easier. And this is how we do it. We just break things down from the highest point down to the lowest point, lowest time frame, and see what's cooking, because otherwise, that's my job to help you. Nothing there. Aussie Kiwi. Here's the thing, okay? On a yearly chart, you see that we are very, very ugly, rangy, okay? There is a neckline up in here, and there's a neckline down in here where I have my cursor that is like dictating the closing price. Otherwise, we have been ranging since 2014, okay? So price is correcting. This is a very micro correction, not the one that I like to see, but it doesn't matter. The market couldn't care less about what Darko likes and not like. So this is a micro correction on a weekly. On a daily looks more, nicer or as I say, juicier. So this is a daily correction down into an identical weekly and daily significant neckline, and this is an ACAT. And obviously you need to know the criteria for ACAT. I don't have time to cover those in the PMA. There are so much more, so many things that I need to talk about in these PMAs. There are no time to explain the basics of my system. You need to do your homework. Okay, you need to take this seriously. Okay. So we have a daily ACAT at an identical neckline, but we also understand that this is an ugly price action. There are like not huge upside potential. So if you are taking any trades, you need to do that, hands-on. And there's nothing called super hands-on. But what I mean by hands-on is just like, don't wait even for 1-to-1. These market conditions are no joke. It's just like whenever something happens around the world, things are moving very fast and ugly. Okay? So just give me one sec. Sorry about that. Hopefully this IT issue with trading, for some reason the lines on a monthly is disappearing. I hope that they didn't come back doubled. So I need to delete them. First I need to add them, then I need to delete them. So annoying. So like I said, we have a correction down into an identical neckline. We have a daily ACAT. So if you are day trading, this is definitely, and you see that within this daily candle, obviously you will see, like if I make this bigger, within that daily candle, you see how that daily bullish candle interprets itself on a very strong bullish movement 2 time frames below from the daily. See how this low is lower than this low, how this high is also closing and higher than this high. So this is definitely a bullish swing break. Okay, it's also an ACAT. Okay, and this is definitely a good trading opportunity if you are a day trader and you have time to babysit your trading. Okay, so that is let's see here. So this is a pending order for those who are day trading. Okay, good. Aussie dollar. Okay, oh my god, this is so annoying. Geez, let me see, is it like on every one of them? This is so annoying. Oh my gosh, all the lines are gone. There we go, back again. Hey guys, just give me one sec. Sorry for interrupting back and forth. So for Aussie dollar, you see that the previous yearly candle, just like very undecisive. Is this like, if this is obviously 1 time frame below. So if you go from the yearly to monthly, you see that like this yearly candle action is there's like nothing there on a monthly chart. This is only one time frame below, so this is the exception from the yearly to monthly. So this entire year from January to December, just like nothing going on, okay? And the previous monthly was bearish, so thinking bearish should be on your mind, okay? Even though like you might have like a yearly bias up, okay? So right now on Aussie dollar, so my yearly bias is obviously up, so I want to see like a monthly candle within the yearly bias, and then within that monthly candle there is a bullish movement on a daily chart, okay? So right now there's like nothing there. My bias is bullish, and I see that within this weekly, this is how it looks like. There's nothing bullish about that. The daily looks ugly. This looks more like a bearish flag. If I just grab my pen for you very, very quickly, just to focus on a bigger movement, just like there's like nothing there. So it will come a day when things are like reversing, okay? And you need to see that reverse first, the first thing you do before everyone else, and then you can keep that trade for months, if not year, okay? So right now things are against our bias. Hopefully, well, this is a very, very significant neckline, but we barely touched that level, and there's like nothing bullish about that. So hopefully the next coming week, this week, we will be heading down. I rather don't want to see price like breaching these highs right now, because I want things to come down, and then maybe the monthly candle is reversing, and then we take those trades with hands off and making money while sleeping. So there's like nothing there. If you are doing anything, look for at least something bullish around this identical weekly and daily significant neckline. This is a very strong level. So if I see any swing break rotation, maybe a daily ACAT or a weekly ACAT for next coming week, daily ACAT obviously within the next coming days, that should be on your radar. Cats we see, nothing bullish about this one. This is bearish on a yearly, bearish on a monthly. The monthly is correcting, which is good, but we need to correct to something, right? So I see that we are price is stopping, this neckline stopping price from going down. There's another very strong, much more stronger level than this one, because this is a significant level and not neckline. And this bullish movement, do you see how this looks like? This is definitely a 382 bullish candle action. It's not an ACAT, but it is a super strong. But do you see anything bullish on a 4-hour time frame? No. This looks nothing but bearish, making lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower lows. Okay, so that's a valuable lesson. On a daily chart, the bulls are in control. I'm seeing this as one swing up. Okay, so this is just a correction down into a level of support, and you have this level. I will bet that this 382 pin bar on a daily chart will probably look, no, not even on an hourly, that looks strong. Okay, so that's remarkable. Okay, super important lesson. And obviously, like I said, the overall trend is down, so there's like nothing to do in here. CAD yen, I'm marking buying pressure, and we also have buying pressure on a weekly chart. Okay, price did not correct itself properly. Yes, we reacted from this level, but we did not have like a distinguished correction. This is more like rangy, comes down, hits something and goes up. That's a bit of a challenge to catch as a trader. I need to like have a distinguished correction into support, and then give me something on my entry time frame. Okay, so if you are doing anything with this pair, you can break down the 4-hour, and you can break down this daily strong candle action. If you are day trading and mark some level of support, this could be a game changer for your trading if you follow these steps. I'm doing this for position trading and swing trading. Sometimes exceptions showing you day trades, but if you are a day trader or scalper, you do the exact same thing that I'm doing on my monthly, weekly, daily, and 4 hour. You do the exact same things on your lower time frame with the time frame combinations that I'm teaching you. Okay, and then you can do some day trading stuff like marking this is super bullish, and then you mark these levels on your daily chart, and then you go down to your your entry time frame, marking levels and waiting for patterns. If you want to be more active trading, this is how you want to do it. Don't just over trade out of boredom, not following any strict system. Okay. So whatever you want to do is the bias should be looking for long opportunities on CAD yen, also on Swiss yen. Well, obviously the yearly is heavily up, monthly is heavily up. I don't even need to draw any lines to show you that. Weekly is slightly gassing out. That means we are about to lose momentum, but not really. But it's just like it's not as strong as the yearly monthly. Okay, even if we are losing momentum. Again, this is not a pending order. Okay, I'm just showing you if you are short-term trading. The price is obviously reacting from this neckline. You see the arrow. Okay, we reacted from that level, and there's also another level, this one in here. Okay, that is very strong, and this high, let's see here, was it this pair? No, this is not higher. So if price is correcting down, and obviously you see that this strong weekly candle action, like breaking it down into the 4 hour, well, it's confirming the weekly bullish. At the same time, we are building some buying pressure. You see the breakout, making higher lows, breakout. Okay, this is a daily level. It's also 4 hour level. So if you are day trading, once price comes down into this level, you go down to your hourly time frame and look for a pattern long. Again, this is only a buy zone. It's not a pending order. Let's just ignore the dollar index for now. I don't have, it's just like that's not necessary because I see the clock is ticking. I'm not even halfway through the PMAs. Okay. So Euro Aussie is a pending order. Okay, we understood last time that there was nothing bearish about this move, like breaking down the yearly candle into monthly candles. There is nothing bearish about this move. Okay, so we could be, you don't need to be right on your bias, but you need to have something. We could be in a potential correction mode, continuation mode, like this is heading up, continuing the move, the monthly move, something like this. Okay, going up, down, and doing this. Okay, if this is legit, yeah, sure, price could very well do something like that, but then there will be evidence on your lower time frame that we might be doing this. So until we have evidence for doing this, we need to believe that this is happening. No emotions involved. Try to analyze your charts objectively. Don't put your emotions into the charts. Leave your emotions aside. Try to be as objective as possible. Look for evidence, okay? Because everything you need to know is on price. Okay, and yes, this high is higher than this high on TradingView. Okay, and my belief is we are heading up, continuing, because there are no evidence of bearishness as I'm speaking. If things are changing along the way, because the market is dynamic, so if things are changing, then I need to change my bias. There is no ego involved. I'm not trying to be stubborn, no, I will be proving the market right. No, that's just stupid. So I'm not proving anything or anyone wrong. Just like look at the charts. Once bullish becomes bearish, the bears are in control over the bulls, then I need to change my bias within that. As long as the bulls are in control over the bears, and I have a bias that this is heading up on a monthly chart based on what I just told you, well, there is nothing bearish about this pair right now. Okay, do you understand like the difference, like being stubborn and being like logic, trading logic, and reading price and understanding what's around the corner. And then you also need to be flexible enough to change your bias when things are changing. Okay, just because things are in bulls right now, like 2 weeks from now things could be like bearish, and then I need to change my mind, or at least change my bias, because that's what price is showing me, not because I got emotional or yeah, you get my point. So yeah, this is a pending order, and if this is too wide, like the stop loss is, you have a small account and this is too wide, no worries. This is a daily level. It's also a weekly level. Well, go down to your hourly chart. Look for a pattern on your hourly chart with less risk. Okay, so I'm trying to shift, like, even if you are a day trader joining my service, there is lots of stuff for you, because I will be pointing levels out, and then you just need to wait for these levels to get hit and then go down to your entry time frame and day trading those, because I will show you lots of opportunities. Okay, so let's see that why there is nothing on Euro. Well, the EuroCAD is the ugliest chart I ever seen in 17 years. This is like, geez, this is not even a bad hair day or like, being a bad mood. This pair needs some some medical treatment. This is like, just like this chart is very confused. Like the monthly looks uglier than ever. The yearly is, come and help me. Like if you break this bearish candle action into this yearly, I get just dizzy looking at these candles. I don't even know what's up and down. Okay, so, and the weekly looks even uglier. Okay, so if you are doing anything, this is like pure price action trading, marking significant necklines and waiting for patterns. Right now we are in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I will just leave this alone. I hope that this pair gets well soon. Okay, we are in a very tight range. So yeah, this was a weekly bullish move. Let's just move on before I get too excited. Okay, so let this be the last pair to cover before I do part 2. I think I need to make maybe 3 PMAs. So yearly is down. This yearly candle action is also being confirmed. Like, look at this monthly candles within this yearly breaking this down. This is super bearish. We are correcting. The monthly chart is correcting almost to the top of the previous year, like very, very close. And I'm very excited to see how this monthly candle is closing, because there might be a shift in the mindset, like going from bulls to bears. We already shifted mindset on a daily chart, converting this, as I'm speaking, non-fixed monthly candle. This high is higher than this high, this low is lower than this low, but very strong correction move. Okay, and this looks bullish. Nothing bullish about that on a 4-hour time frame. So that, is it a fakie? Well, that's how you see fakies. Okay, my bias is bearish. Price is coming off a very strong level of support. We close, trust me when I say this, it's not a coincidence that we breached this level, but we did not close below this level. This level is no joke. If you know anything about reading price, identical with the monthly double necklines and weekly double necklines, it's not a coincidence that we closed above that. Okay, so my bias is bearish. There's nothing there just yet. Hopefully we close bearish, and then I have some game plan for this pair. So let's end this part 1. I will do part 2 shortly, and then I will answer a question either in part 2 or I make a part 3. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to start with Euro Pound that is finally moving after ages of not doing anything. So thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you soon. Cheers.
So there you go. I got to say, the value that Darko keeps on producing and the passion that he has for trading and teaching, and his relentless pursuit of excellence in what he does is truly unsurpassed. And we all Very much appreciated. And we hope that you're able to get some value from these videos as well. And if so, again, please give it a thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to us. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a great weekend and trading week ahead. Take care.